On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Here's 2nd and 8. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the return will stop right around the 25. Man. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Here we go. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
11 empty. 12, 12, 12.
Here's Burrow. They'll find the Longu underneath. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number.
Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hawkinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Now back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cohen. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they'll make it 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And shedding through the tackle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And Devontae's going to have a Raiders first down as he'll get this down to the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. To throw here. Well, pressure gets to him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but the sack knocks them backwards, and that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught. Touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Moore, the man in motion. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety.
Here we go.
And I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
11.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Big game that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On 1, ready? 11, Thomas. 11, MT, Tate. 11, MT, Tate.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
On 1, ready? 12, 11, MT.
Burrow on play action. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. An explosive 38-yard pickup. That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback. And he put it right where it needed to be.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hawkinson, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target,
and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Now 2nd and 3.
He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
He got to pull that on the 45 until he was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
Ready?
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they're just going to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Here we go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession the first half.
Yeah, and these are what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Cohen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone, as he's got a first down on that last catch. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stretched the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him around the 10-yard line. A quick change in the situation here. Up the middle, no longer. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tremaine no longer. His fifth rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Offense set to get this drive started. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick? And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And they start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. First down. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Looking to pass. Past the 20. Sheds off the tackle. And he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. Here we go. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. 11. Burrow will throw. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson from 10 yards out. And the Vikings have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Raiders.
They'll drop to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's Brian Branch, and the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Now Burrow.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Twelve. Stop.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
Play action. It's Burrow. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hockenson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And a route is on here in this first half. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis, operating gun, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to lock their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
And a fair catch signal for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
11.
Another run now for Nwangu. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
11, Thomas. Stop.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu.
Oh, what a move. And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Being chased out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare.
Here we go.
The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
11,
More
mighty.
the man in
11,
motion.
mighty.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out
11,
there.
11. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right. Bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a first down.
And the Las Vegas first down.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. They get 12 yards back, but it's still leads to a 4th and long.
We're changing this at the line.
Back to throw here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 21-yard line.
Now it's Burrow.
This is caught by Anderson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Calling a gain of 2 as time has run out.
on this third quarter of play. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8.
11 MT tight.
They'll go right back to the Longu. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And got his man complete. It's a big play there for Vegas. 53 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They're zooming past that number there. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now left side, a completion is tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he completes it to Cook. And he lost the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have the football and will set up shot at the 33-yard line.
There we go.
So they'll call up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First plays a run with Durango. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 2nd down, here's Durango.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Inside the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again.
Tackled by the corner, C.J. Henderson.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
2nd and 5.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be